What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Duck and D Fields. And before we get into anything, man, make sure you like, subscribe, and drop a comment down below. Say what's up, say you want your sister in mind. But hey, oh god, this is George Carlin's advice on dealing with the 2016 election. Now we all know he died in 2008, so might as well see what this is talking about. Obviously, he's probably talking about presidential elections in general. So, holding this mic funny as fuck. I don't know. Just holding it. Fuck it. But let's talk him while watching, like always. All my George Carlin stands. Let's get into it.
In the last 7 to 8
I swear to God. Every time I forget to put in these fucking headphones, bro. Just a pain in the ass. Make sure it's focused. Stupid camera.
years, I began to develop a different comic voice and a different perspective. Comedy, stand-up, vulgar art, it's an art of the people. It's not
But it's an art.
But it is an art. It has to do with interpreting the world as you see it and then
It's an
writing
art.
something and then delivering it verbally. And I found a very liberating position for myself as an artist. And that was, I sort of gave up on the human race and gave up on the American dream and culture and nation and decided that I didn't care about the outcome. And that gave me a lot of freedom from a kind of distant platform to be sort of amused, a kind of, to watch the whole thing with a combination of wonder and pity and try to put that into words.
It's really poetic if you think about it. Comedians do something so crazy. They make jokes about everything that's not supposed to be or should be joked about in a good way. Like they make it into a presentable way in which that makes people laugh. A crazy art form that takes probably years to master, honestly, or you're just born with it.
Not caring
it's a
about
crazy
the outcome.
thing, man.
What do you mean by that?
Not having an emotional stake in whether this experiment with human beings works. I really don't care. I love people as I meet them one by one. People are just wonderful as individuals. You see the whole universe in their eyes if you look carefully. But as soon as they begin to group, as soon as they begin to clot, when there are 5 of them or 10, or even groups as small as 2, they begin to change. They sacrifice the beauty of the individual for the sake of the group. I decided it was all under the control of groups now, whether it's business, religion, political people, or what, and I would distance myself from wishing for a good outcome. Let it do what it's going to do, and I'll enjoy it as an
And
entertainment.
I'll reflect on what it is on its own.
And I'll enjoy it for the entertainment. There's a little bit of a sick part in this, too. I root for the big comet. I root for the big asteroid to come and make things right. That's the way I put it.
Stir things up.
Yeah, to get us back where we were before the first one came and knocked out these dinosaurs and let the ferrets
We're
grow
talking
up.
about comments on this show tonight.
I know it.
He said let the ferrets grow up. That's crazy. I never thought about that. You know, I say I'm not like a people person because I really don't like people like that. But like he said, on an individual level, if you get to know them, person to person, like real person to person, then I like people, which is crazy. And I think that's how humans are always supposed to interact. Just like individually, one-on-one, get to know each other, and then branch out, and then get to know other people. Like, it's that mob mentality that Joe Rogan always fucking talks about, if you watch him. If a group of people get together, and you know, a couple of them say they don't like this, and then other people will be like, yeah, I don't like that too. And then they just sort of like gang up and then speak out on what they don't like. Sometimes it's beneficial, sometimes it's not. It's just weird. It's weird. It's very weird. You know how like people are fighting and then you get that urge, you're like, oh shit, like what the fuck's gonna happen? Like, am I about to jump in? Or is like, am I about to get rocked? It's kind of like, it's like nature taking its course, you know. Very strange that people have that. Kind of like a fight or flight. It's
And
kind of
I'm
like
rooting
that.
for that big one to come right through that
I'd say
hole in the
so.
ozone layer because I want to see it on CNN. See, I'm here for the entertainment, Charlie. I am. People, philosophers say, why are we here? I know I am here.
For the entertainment.
The show. Bring it on. I want to see the circus.
But
So,
how does this affect your performance and what you bring to stand-up?
Well, I've seen a lot of comedians, we've all seen a lot of comedians who seem to have a political bent in their work. And always implicit in the work is some positive outcome, that this is all going to work. If only we do this, if only we pass that bill, if only we elect him, if only we do that. It's not true. It's circling the drain time for humans. I believe this. I honestly believe this. Not just as a comedian, he thinks that, he likes to say that. Yeah. I believe it. And when you say to yourself, I don't care what happens, it just gives you a broader perspective for the art, for the words to emerge, to not care. That's what happened in that 92 show. That's why I could say the planet is fine, the people are... Because the planet will outlast us. It will be here, and it will be fine.
Has the subject matter changed?
I remember that. I think I reacted to that because he's talking about plastic in the planet, you know, people harvest it and shit like that. But it's interesting that people can think like this, you know, because, you know, you're taught, like, growing up, the world is confusing. You're just doing things that people are telling you to do, you know. You're like hand-fed, spoon-fed, a lot of things, and it's, most of it you perceive it to be true, you know, like in the news and shit like that, you know, like why we went to war, or we gotta like this president because they're gonna make a big change, but it's not. That's not how life is. You know, you're gonna get fucked, and that's just how it goes. So you gotta kind of make the best of it. At least that's what I'm taking from it, you know.
Well, you know, you're still
Life is
stuck
crazy,
with what's
man.
going on. But I don't like topical. I don't like political humor. I don't mention politicians. In fact, I defend them in this particular show. Everyone is on their... Everyone is always making things...
Politicians are bad.
I defend them and blame it on the people. This is where it belongs.
You
In
get
fact,
what you deserve?
Yes, you get what you do, and you deserve what you get. And I have a slogan: "The public sucks," and it works nicely, and people accept it. Not very enthusiastically, but they understand that it says "we the people" in that preamble. It doesn't say "them the thises" and "those the that's." It says "hey."
We got on this boat.
And people who hate government are involved in a form of suicide, because government is self-government. And if you hate the government, you hate yourself.
Yeah.
And it's the same with the war against nature that mankind goes through. So I just said to myself, it's not going to get better, not in my lifetime. Let me enjoy this and get a little perverse about my commentary on it. I open
what
with...
does perverse mean, though?
Well, to look for where the people think the line is. The people have values, that these things, these amorphous things they call values, that they bring to the seat in the theater when they sit down. And I like to find out where their line may be and deliberately cross it, to disturb them a little, make them uncomfortable, and then bring them with me across the line and make them glad they came. That's what I do. I'm an entertainer. I'm not a doomsayer. I'm not here to preach. I don't do political tracts. But I do entertain. I do a lot of jokes. But I want you to feel a little in danger along the way.
That's crazy. See, this is what I'm talking about. That mindset. What the fuck, man? Like, how the fuck can you develop that? You know, I don't really have that. I'm not out here picking people's brains and shit, but to look at the world through that type of lens, that's crazy. That's fucking crazy. You really have to study people. You're like I don't want to say psychic, but it's kind of in that field, because you're feeling the room, and then you're taking like small jabs, and then you go for that hook, and they kill. You know, most of the time he kills, man. From what I've seen, he kills it. And stand up. So, again, man, triple OG, double OG, like I always said. R.I.P. Yeah, we got a lot of stand-up comedians that are doing similar things, you know, just laying it all on the line. Andrew Schultz, he attacks everyone. Everyone. He doesn't care. Joe Rogan, he's usually middle. You know, he sees things from both sides. That's the people I trust. People who, even though they may like some of their points, they're not afraid to attack them when they make the wrong points, you know? That's who I trust. And you don't have a lot of that today. And that's why people look up to these comedians as the type of news. Because they're saying how it is, and they're backing it up with facts. Or at least they try to. Unlike these so-called news broadcasters, or not news broadcasters, but the networks. The networks, that's what I meant to say. So, yeah. Again, man, make sure you like, subscribe, drop a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think of this in the comments down below. The world is fucked, but we have to live on. It's crazy. It's fucking crazy. 10 minutes, that's crazy. But, like I said, hope you guys have a great day. Appreciate y'all. Have a happy new year. New you. New everything. Fuck it. So, see y'all later. Peace.
Fuck her right in the pussy.